just leave.
It's your boy D.
I'm sorry. You're tuning in to Homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
Yo, what's up, yo? This is Homeroom with Smooth. This is episode number 197. I got with me my guy Frankie in the motherfucking building. What's up, man?
Everything's good right now. Just enjoying the evening.
Ha, YouTube. The intro's 30 seconds, so I can cuss afterward. Ha, ha, ha. Ha ha.
Those
See
algorithm
how we play
changes.
that game.
Those algorithm changes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, they said they were gonna make some changes to the rules though, like because a bunch of people complained because they were like, "Yo, like my content is literally like this."
Yeah.
Like I literally open up with, "Damn!" Like that's how some people open up. Like that's how they episodes open up.
Yeah, I know because people they want that attention getter. I mean, I don't know. There's no perfect solution.
Right, man. There's no perfect solution. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a baddie that's gonna bust it open at the beginning of every freaking pod.
Bam! Give me your attention. It's like, oh,
Right. Or you're fresh and fit and you just got them lined up
yeah.
like on display. Like fresh and fit is crazy. Like their numbers are ridiculous.
Hmm.
And I'm like, how do y'all keep getting all these girls in here, man? Like, Jesus, are y'all paying them or they would just want to be popping so they come on your stuff?
Maybe both.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
They want to go make their what do you call it? They want to make their appearance, get out there, get that notoriety, so then they can make it on their own. So they're saying, I'm hopping on fresh and fit shit to
Right.
just make myself known.
True. But that's all of that. All of that being said, that's not why we're here, okay? We are here to discuss, all right, and that's the title of the episode, No Star Weekend, all right? No Star Weekend. This is the most lackluster All-Star weekend ever. And to start off, I kind of want to start it off on a more like digging into the NBA note itself. How y'all gonna celebrate Karl Malone? Like I didn't even look. I didn't even know what he did till somebody posted online, and then I hit Google. I said, "Yo, what's wrong?" I said, "How y'all celebrate this man? Y'all over there because that's all Utah got is Karl Malone." I'm like, look, I know he might be all they got, but they can do
I
without him. This man not only had sex with a child, okay, not just a minor, a child. He's straight up pedophile. This dude after that disowned the child. Started over, met his son at 17 and said, "You already pretty much a man. I ain't like I'm paraphrasing here. You're already pretty much a man. There ain't too much else I can do for you." And then his son went on to play 5 seasons in the NFL. I'm like, what in the what? He had to be
I
touching check. And then he complained about like giving them money. About giving them
yeah.
money one time. And I'm like, he made like 3-4 million a year. In the 90s is popping. That's real good money in the 90s, not counting endorsements. And
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah. Crazy. Of all I'd say is that so at the time, at the time all this happened, Karl Malone will say, yeah, she was trying to think, how was this chick? Was she 15 or 13? 13. She was 13.
13, 13,
So at the time,
13.
Karl Malone was in the league, so he was 18, 19, 20. So I'm not gonna go condemn him with saying, "Yo, like it's wrong, it's wrong." But I'm not gonna say you pedophile man, blah blah blah, because I don't know everything going on. But yeah, it was definitely wrong. But I guess he's trying to say because he was saying 125 a week was too much in child support at the time when Malone made $3 million. So and then after that, they I know they did reach a out of court agreement, so I'm not gonna say that he
Mhm.
ran from everything, but it is really, really sad
Yeah.
that he was not there for his child. and
Yeah.
and then and like it's disappointing. I would say it is disappointing.
I'm more disgusted with the league for putting them front and center. Like,
I
you
mean,
didn't do that.
well, that's the thing. I don't know when all this popped out because it seems like this popped out because the league said that we're doing this. So, and it kind of seems like
It's been public information.
no, I know it's been public information, but I'm saying I don't think it was publicized as much as this because, like you said, you didn't know about it.
That's
And,
fair.
and then I guess since it happened so long ago, so then it seems like they're saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, now we're doing Karl Malone," and then this thing reared its ugly head again too. And I'm saying that
Mhm.
that is also not right. So I'm not condoning anything that Karl Malone did, and it's really unacceptable because he had the means to be there for his child, and he wasn't, and that is disgusting, and that is wrong. But also,
Yeah.
like, this is all public information. This all went to court, and went out because I know by the time that and this is the thing too. At the time, he made over 3 million. I'm not sure if it's 3 million total, and
Mhm.
they wanted to pay $125 a week. And this was back in see, and that's the thing too. That this is 1986, so $125 in 1986 is a lot of money. So let me go. Let's try to make it to today's thing. So
I mean, yeah. So while you're doing the math on that,
yeah.
at the same time, I really want to say though, like, let's say his contract was worth 3 million. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 3 million over 4 years, right? Even if it's 3 million over 4 years, right? That's at least like 750.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He
750,000
he he definitely should not of ran from his responsibilities because right now too they want $125 a week. So pretty much for child support they wanted $6,000 $500, and then
a year.
so yes, and then I need to go like inflation.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because what
Yeah.
what was his salary with inflation too,
I
though?
yeah, so we have to go find that. So now we go and so this was 1986, right?
Yeah.
1986.
Yo, can you pop that up on the screen
Oh,
so
give
people
me
can
one
see? So
second, and
people
I'll do
can,
that too.
yeah, yeah. So people can see the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want them to like fully grasp this. Fully grasp this.
All right, all right, all right. So let me go see.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna go present this.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna
And
go
then
share
it's
my
probably
screen. Screen two. All right, so I'm in this nice little inflation calculator that we have right
man
here. So, bam.
17. Damn.
Okay, so 1986. So pretty much,
17,000 a year.
so
Damn.
so that's in today's money. So pretty much what we're looking at is because I know it's hard for people to kind of, and it's hard for me too when I'm like, oh, because sometimes we think money is too much or too little. Um, so pretty much there's 52 weeks in a year. Let me get my calculator. So I'll tell you what everybody did for our listening audience. I'm on pretty much Windows calculator, and I'm on
Mhm.
usinflationcalculator.com. Uh, so pretty much $125 a week times 52. So that's how I got the $6,500. And
Mhm.
then so write that too. So and that's what they wanted to pay yearly in child support. And that was in 1986. So at the time, it would be $65,000 would be $17,742. He was making they were saying at that time when they did everything, he made 3 million.
Mhm.
At the time, in today's money, he made about 11 million. Oh, sorry, he made about $8 million. I don't know where I got the 11 million dollars. So
Damn.
so
8 million.
he's making about $8 million. I don't know what his base
That that
salary was. But
that makes it even more outrageous because okay, so let's just say we got the number 8 million, right?
mhm.
No, so hold on. We take the 17,000 and we divide that by 8 million. He was paying less than 1% of his salary.
Well, yeah, and that's why I said it's unacceptable. And this is probably something I might do this project and find out what's going on. Um so like I said, we have to see more what's going on and all the situations with it too. But it just seems it does seem ridiculous. Everything, all sorts of things. But also what I said too is that um like I said, some people kind of knew about this, but it wasn't until it got attention by Bomani Jones was the one who brought this out first. And so like I said, it resurfaced again. Um but yeah, like I definitely want to see Karl Malone should have been there. Karl Malone should have been there. But then the thing is too, also what definitely what would definitely say though is that Karl Malone does currently have a relationship with his son. So even though he pretty much ignored his son for 30 years, they do have a relationship now. And maybe that's why the MPA said, okay, hey, but it is very, very sad
Nigga,
that for
I'm
30
31.
yeah.
God damn. Like, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, that number hit different for me. I said,
Yeah.
bro, you've been ignoring me since I was one?
Yeah. Well, I guess he said it because I guess he tried when he was 17, and then Bell was like, "Nah, man." But then I guess later they came back. Um. Like they came back in like for 2014, but all in all, Malone definitely wrong,
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
wrong. Um.
Scumbag.
So, and I do see how since this was all public knowledge and it resurfaced, I guess I thought it was all said and done. But like we said all the time, the internet's undefeated. So but
Everything is
mine,
forever. You
but
give
so
people long enough, they're going to go back through your stuff and they're going to find something to
mhm,
crucify you with. And they're going to wait too. They're going to wait for the most opportune time when you think you're at your highest, and then they're
mm,
gonna yank you back down to the ground because that this crab in a barrel mentality, man. All
yeah,
except he was a real monster. He deserved to be ripped down. Like
yeah. I guess and he made numerous advances at Vanessa Bryant too, numerous
when? What?
when he was part of the Lakers. Because remember, everyone forgets about that. Karl Malone was on the Lakers.
Damn! And he was trying Vanessa.
Yeah.
No wonder Kobe got him the fuck up out of there. He's like, hey man, you bullshit.
I know. So I mean,
The guy just sick. He is sicko.
yeah. But speaking about bad things at the All-Star game, that
Yeah,
game for all that talent they
bro.
had was not good.
No, that game was terrible. Like, that was the first time I turned the All Star game off. Like I just looked at it and I was like, this is deplorable. I watched it on
Um,
my phone. I tried watching it on a computer. I watched it on Twitter. I watched it on TV. It was bad all the way around. I was like, yo, who are y'all? And why
there,
does this suck so bad? Like, why is there nobody that I want to watch playing? How does Gianni, whatever the fuck his name is, that's the leader of the team, only play long enough to get a layup in and go back to the bench?
well, the thing is, this is the thing with Giannis. You know, he shouldn't have been playing anyway because he hurt himself. So they shouldn't
Mm,
even put it because he hurt himself beforehand. But this is the issue with the All-Star game. And we'll say, hey, this goes because when, for the most part, when people say, and I'm going the roundabout way, when people say,
mhm.
put a LeBron versus Jordan, right?
Mhm.
What's the one argument we always hear?
Oh, let's see. Number of championships.
hmm So,
Um,
so what is it? So we make it seem like championships and not getting to the game, just only championship matter. So that's why
mhm,
more of these players, if that's all that matters, and that's all as the media, the fans, we say that matters, then this game doesn't matter because now regular season accomplishments don't matter. And I think these players are saying it. So it's like, so besides some of the compensation for going to the All-Star game and also how the game has evolved as well too, it
mhm.
really doesn't like like we pretty much abundantly made it clear that it doesn't matter if you freaking doesn't matter if you're sixth man of the year. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
if you make it to the playoffs. It doesn't matter if you make it to championship game. All that matters if you win. And if you don't win, you ain't shit. And I
Damn.
think these players, it's getting to that point where they're like, okay, and it really doesn't matter. That with also the way the game's played, where there's no big men, so
Yeah.
it's essentially it's just a shoot around. Like it's essentially just a shoot around now, which is
Yeah.
really a shame.
Yeah, man. Whatever happened to the NBA big man? That deserves a deep dive. Like, what happened to the big man? Because like you have like your Anthony Davises and stuff, but they just stay fucking hurt all the time.
Because
They're always
Anthony
hurt.
Davis, he's not a true
Um,
big man.
he's what? He's not.
He's not a true big man. He's big, but he doesn't play like a big man. He spaces the floor. He was a point guard until he had like a growth spurt in high school and college. Like that's why he doesn't really play like a big man.
Mm, okay.
Like maybe like that's the thing. Like LeBron and Giannis are like big men. And
Okay.
I'm like
Okay.
I don't. But that's the thing.
Oh,
So like the lane's open. So they're like so now that's the thing because like all the shots for this game, 96% of them, 96% of them were like layups, dunks, or three pointers.
damn.
96% of these shots, layups, dunks, are three pointers, which means, hey, guess what? The lane was wide open and they're like, yeah, boom. Or it was just, hey, big men, like are like, no, it's a shoot around. No one's guarding me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up
Mm-hmm.
and just because I'm uncontested. And now like a lot of these people like they can make uncontested shots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Steph Curry is literally shooting from like the freaking the three like the half court.
Oh, Curry was out there.
No, I'm just saying in general. So I'm saying
Oh yeah, yeah.
If Curry could shoot from half court, like
Mm-hmm.
what makes you think other people could do? Like Tatum, 27 points. He was 7
Right.
out of 11 for three pointers because he just wasn't being guarded.
Facts.
Like, you know,
That makes sense, man. Like I guess the other knock to LeBron though really is the dunk contest that he has never actually been in a dunk contest.
mhm.
And to talk about the dunk contest, who were the people in the dunk contest? Like there was nobody of note. There was no name to make you go, yo, I need to watch the dunk contest.
Yeah. Well, I think like I do miss All Star Weekend and being an All Star Weekend. I do miss it being a showcase, and I think we can't even throw this just on the NBA. We have to throw it on the NFL too, which is why the NFL they finally did some things to go ahead and fix the format. And there's no real way to do it, and people are just like upset about it because we're supposed to be showcasing this talent, and it's like I feel like other things, they don't really hype things up and advertise them and having things going back up because it's like, hey, if you have a dunk contest, if I don't
Hmm.
know who the person is,
Yeah.
let's go and hype them up. But that's the thing, like they don't have representatives for every team. Like the field is so small that it's like if
Yeah.
someone's like an amazing dunker, show me a hype package that says show me this show it shows me what they're doing in the middle of the games
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
says
That's what used to happen.
yeah, why they're a good dunker. Because if you because then I'm hype. I'm like, oh, this guy has some skills, and then it just brings some attention to this player. So then I know, and then I could check them out. I could go check out the team and see like, what they're doing. So I'm like, hey, this is a person
Hmm.
to look after. But as you said, like there's a lot of unfortunate. And I don't want to call them no names, but you're a lot of times marquee players
Hmm.
aren't in the dunk contests. But then the other thing too is that marquee players, they're not really dunkers anymore. Because even if you look at KD's not a dunker. Kawhi Leonard, not
Yeah.
a dunker. Paul George, not a dunker. I'm like LeBron's probably like the one, but I said Kyrie, not a dunker. Steph Curry, not a dunker. Like a lot of these players, like they're not made for that because the
Mhm.
game is changing, and I think that's another reason why we don't know who these dunkers are.
Yeah. The 3-point contest has always been. It's getting way more hype
Yeah.
than the.
Well, and I say that why, but that's why like when we do like the dunk contest, like nobody is That's the thing. Like nobody, like we don't know anybody, but that's because no one's really coming down. And then the other thing too is like why
Hmm.
people aren't playing. Like LeBron hurt his pinky or his wrist when he's trying to block a shot because he hit it on the rim. So I think that's like another reason why they're not. Um, that's like another reason why people don't want to play because unfortunately the All Star game it's in the middle of the season. But if you get hurt by playing hard on the All Star game, like it ruins your season. It can ruin your season because like the Lakers are fighting for a playoff spot. LeBron's hurt, and now it's like okay, now we don't have to have it.
Yeah, I would. They should just, you know what? They might as well move it to the end of the season. Like they could just move it to the end.
Yeah, well, because what I think the reason why they don't do it because now football season's over, so now they're saying, hey, everybody, look at it's the NBA. But maybe it's like for like what they're doing. And
Hmm.
it's like, hey, like how many people are on the all-star team? So maybe because I don't know how many people are voted, but if we say like 10 players on each side of the all-star team, or say 12, whatever,
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
maybe yeah. So maybe they should just break it down, have like break it down since we have 12, we have four teams. Um, just four teams playing whatever, 3-on-3, whatever like that too. And they go like in a round robin tournament and play like a game of 21 because right now what it is people like they're just wide open and it's not really doing anything
Yeah.
for and like people don't want to watch it.
Yeah. They could add a 3-on-3. They could add a 3-on-3. I know. Like I know. I was watching the TNT broadcast, and they
Mhm.
mentioned. So tell me what you would think of this. A one-on-one tournament, like for like $5 million.
Oh,
$5 million one-on-one. So like start people going at each other's neck for $5 million one-on-one. Like,
I
and you get to see different people go one-on-one against each other. I think that would get hype as
I
fuck.
think that would be more interesting, but I think this is what it goes down to though. Unfortunately, right now the NBA has an issue that the NFL has been fighting to avoid. The NBA is a players league, and the NBA focuses on the players brand more than the teams. So if you
Mm,
go ahead and do that, it it kind of takes that away in general. So maybe I would say, hey, if you do, if even if you do money like that too, just say, hey, guess what? We could do a freaking mini tournament, 3-on-3, half court, whatever you want to do it, full court, game 21. Pick a couple teams out there, and then have them a tournament. So there's still some. It can have like more of like the street ball mentality on there too,
yeah.
and you have more spacing for certain things too, and see some of these more one-on-one battles.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
yeah, but
Yeah.
also have some team concept in there so these guys could do what they need to do. And I mean, like I said, there's no perfect way, but we need to do something that's better to have a better product. But I think there's a bunch
Hmm.
of things that happens that makes it so these games aren't and like the thing, I think there's multiple faults. A lot of people's fault, like where you go with the fan, the media, the NBA, the players as
Hmm.
well too. But this game and they show that this game is not worth it to
Yeah.
them. It really
Yeah.
isn't worth it to them, and the product is showing. And yeah, they're playing offense, but no one's playing defense.
But that's a problem in the league in general. Like people
Well,
don't play defense anymore.
no, but because the thing is, defense is different now, so I get it. But I'm saying if you look at defense in any of these games,
Hmm.
it's different than a defense in this All Star game. Because in the
Oh
all-star
yeah.
game, you have a runaway saying, "Hey man, come down here, come down here, come down here."
Hmm.
And that's not an issue during the game. We have players, marquee players that aren't that like I said, like we have players that are don't play good defense, but they're still trying. In the all-star game, players that are known for playing better defense just
Hmm.
don't.
True.
And it's just, you know, but like even if you go on Twitter, people they were just mad at this too. But I do like what you said. Maybe have cash prizes. Maybe so it makes it so it gives some other players that have and that's the thing they could do. They could have like a under 10-year league, like 10 years and under, and then if you're over 10 years in the league, you can have two different brackets, have some cash prizes, make it some way where it's better, and
Like
give it. So that's what I mean. So
rookies. Oh, you could do rookies. You could do like rookies. You could do
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying, like mid tier, like the veterans or whatever.
yeah.
And you could do and then you could do
People.
like your like kind of like it's not a joke, but like your seniors, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the seasoned people
No,
in the
yeah,
league.
no, that no, but I'm saying because especially with the younger players who aren't on like these big contracts, throw them in a game so they could do stuff, and
Hmm.
and like I said, it could be like freaking like and one. You could say, hey, to do something like that too, and just have it so people they're able to actually run the floor and actually play some defense, give out like a real cash prize. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Um, and say, hey, this is going to you, and when it goes to you, you'll be you'll be compensated as such. I think that like the issue we have is that we can't like they can't do it, and like that's the thing. Even though like I don't like the product, I can't really blame the players because we're saying, hey, guess what? This doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, like it goes back to what I said about like the whole LeBron Jordan thing. No matter who you like, people who are saying that, hey, LeBron is nowhere in Jordan's league because he doesn't have the championships. But it's like if you look at LeBron's resume, he's done so much more. And I'm not saying, and so besides the fact saying that, well, if Jordan stayed in and didn't go in and out and blah blah blah, like we have to say LeBron did more than Jordan earlier, and over the length he's done it longer. You could argue about who had a higher peak, and I am on that Jordan had a higher peak, but you can't but people they want to discount what other people do because of championship rings. And it's like and like LeBron, what he went to how many championships in a row? He's been to how many championships in general? And yeah,
Hmm.
so and that's the thing. So he won 2 with the Heat, one with the Cavs, one with the Cavs, and one with the Lakers. And so and then he's been before, like he was going to freaking the championship game, like freaking like was it I don't know how many years straight. So I think it's
Yeah.
been like damn
Yeah.
near 10 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the Eastern Conference, he was unprecedented. He was
yeah.
unrivaled.
So
It's
and
not till he came to LA to where like he was like, "Oh shit, I'm not going to the finals." Yeah, you're not going to the finals, buddy.
oh no, well that's the thing too, and because you have other teams over there, so and it's fine and dandy, but that's what I mean is that we can't discount what a player did because of the ring count, and that's what makes it so people move around now because hey, they need a ring because you don't mean shit without a ring, and and I
I
think
mean, true.
that's reflecting in the product now.
I
That's
mean,
just
you just end
reflecting
up
in the
like a
product.
Carmelo. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Everybody respects your game, but shit, you ain't got no rings, buddy.
Yeah. Like
No rings.
they were saying that about Kevin Durant until he freaking, went to Golden State and won a ring.
Yeah, picked up one.
Oh, he picked up 2.
He picked up two with him.
Yeah, he picked up 2 with Golden State.
They won back to back.
Mhm.
Oh, where was I at? I think I know that because yeah, they had three. Yeah,
Yeah.
they won one without him, then two with him, and then one again without him. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Because the first year he got there, they didn't win.
No, I think the first year Kevin Durant got there, they won.
I thought they didn't win. What year with Kevin Durant did they not win? Because I guess it
The
was all those injuries. I guess it was the last
Yeah,
one.
no, it was when they were trying to three-peat.
Oh yeah, and they
'Cause
had
remember
like
he was
mad
hurt and then he
injuries.
came on, yeah, and then ruptured, and
Yeah,
then it was
Clay, man. Oh
then it was
God.
Kawhi Town. Remember it was Kawhi Town, and that's when
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh, Kawhi Leonard's so good," and then he came to the Clippers, and I'm like, "Why is everybody hyping him up like he is like the best thing ever?" And they're like, "Oh, it's Kawhi's town now. It's not LeBron thing." And I'm just like, "Yeah, whatever."
no, yeah, the people. Now, I will 110% agree. Oh my God, I feel like there's something in my eye. Like I 110% agree with you that Kawhi was like the biggest hyped person ever. Like, and I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying the
Yeah.
hype was just ridiculous. I'm like, bro, won one. He won
Well,
one.
technically he won 2.
Well, I mean, obviously with the Spurs, but I mean that's Tim Duncan in them's ring, man. Bro, them dudes was solid as
I
bro.
know.
The Spurs, the old Spurs, bro, they were so foundationally sound, bro. Fundamentally sound. Like they just had a great system and they were just whooping ass. Like every year at the end of the season,
Mm,
number one team, Spurs. Like that's what was going on every year, except for the year where Golden State went fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous and still fucking lost. That 73 and whatever the fuck it was,
73-9.
73-9
And
with
guess who
no
they lost
ring.
to? Guess who they lost to?
LeBron James
Yep, LeBron James came back 3-1. Was
blew
like,
it. They blew a fucking 3-1 lead, bro. That shit is still mind numbing to me. I'm like,
see, and
how the
that's after
fuck
that,
did y'all do that?
and then that's why they got KD. They're like, KD, we need you. That bad man.
But you know what's crazier is the fact that they stumped KD out because KD had a 3-1
Yep,
lead, blew that
yep.
motherfucker. They blew him out, and then winning them back-to-back games. I think.
Mhm.
Well, they were up 3-1, which is just crazy. I don't
Yeah,
even know
they're up three
how do you
one.
drop the ball like that
I
in
don't
both
know.
cases. You're up.
I do not. Hey,
You just gotta win one.
they couldn't. Well, they couldn't. They couldn't. The pressure was on. They were like, oh snaps. But it's all right because I was like, "Hey, mama, there goes that." I remember for that game when LeBron James won that final, I was in freaking Italy, and they were all like, "LeBron James." They were all hyped. They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh," I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Dang."
they're probably going crazy
Oh,
overseas.
they were like LeBron freaking James. I was with my mom too.
LeBron,
I was.
LeBron
I
James.
remember doing that. I was like, "Hey, mama." I'm like, "There goes that man."
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was crazy. I watched that series. I watched every game. That was one see, and that's the thing also. Like I feel like the whole NBA doesn't even really excite me no more because they don't nobody plays. It's literally the lack of defense that makes me upset. Like
The my problem with the NBA, and I'll say it too, especially how things are changing too.
yeah,
I feel like there's too many games in the NBA. So there's too many games that really don't matter because the fact that the Lakers are this late in the season, 23, 26 games left, lost a bunch of games, and they're still in it somehow. So it's like, why do these games matter then? Like, and then the thing is too, it's like home court advantage. Yes, it's important, but it's not as important because you go back and forth. So really home court advantage is one extra home game.
yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff like in the NBA where like I feel like home court advantage doesn't matter as much as the NFL home field advantage. I feel that too many games played. So then there's just like there's so much that makes it harder to get into. And then there's less to and then since there's so much because so you could tune out, come back in later and be like, oh, okay. And catch up like nothing mattered.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what makes it to as a whole to be invested to a lot of NBA games for me. And like I said, like, 'cause I love going to games, they're fun like that too. I respect the players and what they do, but I think that's kind of why people gravitate towards the NFL. Plus, us as Americans have really short attention spans. So at least in the NFL between every play, we could be like, in the NBA, you can't really do that. Like, you have to be
Oh
watching
yeah,
to some.
in the NBA, bro, you mess around and miss like 5 points.
Yeah,
You look down at your phone. You look down,
but
you look up, the game is over. They won. Like, and you're just like, what happened?
yeah. So, I mean, there's stuff here and there. Like I'd want to go. Like I said, I don't know how they could fix it. There's a lot of things that they could go ahead and fix.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope that they have extra ideas because even though people they might not have liked the flag football game for the NFL Pro Bowl, at
Mm-hmm.
least they tried something. So I'm hoping the NBA and they had done some stuff with like the changing the rules and everything and try to
Mm-hmm.
do that so teams can rally to make it more exciting at the end. I'm hoping that
Yeah.
they're still willing to tweak it out to make it a more watchable product. I do like this year too, and maybe because it's also because like of the lack of um
Mm-hmm.
what do I want to say? Because like I said I pretty much I've cut the cord for cable and everything, right?
Same.
So maybe there's like a lack of advertising on that part as well too. So I'm thinking maybe if they find like better ways to go ahead and advertise it, so that people are like, oh, hey, like they know about it, and
Hmm.
so because that's the thing, like the All Star game, like I barely even knew it was coming up, honestly.
Yeah, I think honestly they might have to because I know the All Star game though it was on Twitter, like you go
Hmm.
watch it on Twitter live the entire thing,
Hmm.
which I think helped them out a lot because I think there was about 1 million people in there with me watching it at the same time. So I'm thinking
Hmm.
like, okay, that worked,
Yeah.
So I think they should go the route of like integrating with other social medias and like kind of like running their ads through there or some type of way.
I
So because
no, so
cause
I
you
agree
gotta
with that.
recognize the fact that people don't have a cord, and then
Yeah.
you could honestly I feel like the NBA, right? Because they already have like a YouTube channel, bruh.
Hmm.
Just put the games on there, like let people just watch all the games. Put all the games up there because people are already clipping your shit, putting it online, and
But
people are watching it that way. At
but
least,
there's a reason why they don't want to do that though, and that's because these TV deals are so big and keep them afloat, and that's the reason why there's a reason why in the NFL you have to go ahead and buy certain things to watch the games online because these TV these networks pay a lot of money for these certain games. And if the NBA just said, "Hey, we're gonna just distribute it on our own accord," they'll be missing out. They'll be missing out on money. And I think that's just like the main thing. I do think though, like we hit on the head, show some advertising and like it's like, hey, go ahead and spend the money, throw it on YouTube. So throw it on freaking Twitch, throw it on Instagram when you scroll through your freaking feed. NBA All Star Game, NBA All Star Game, NBA All Star Game. Because I think a lot of stuff, All Star Game is made to showcase talent, right?
yeah,
So that means it's made to draw on people who do not religiously follow your product. If you're like me, where I'm a
hmm
basketball fan, right? But I don't
hmm
watch till after the Super Bowl because I dedicate myself to football for the time being because I'm the
yeah,
person where hey I can only do one sport at a time. That's saying hey that lets me know hey guess what, start watching, or hey this is coming up, so then this could be the start, and that's what the All Star game's for. It's for the start of the season, for because this is when now hey guess what, football's off, NBA no college football no this like that too. It's NBA's time to shine, and we're the biggest thing. So this is where you go, hey,
yeah,
throw your advertisements, your 30-second advertisements on freaking YouTube, throw them on freaking TikTok when I swipe, throw them on Instagram on the freaking feed. Hey, All Star Game this day, come and watch for talent. So then it's a whole All Star Day weekend thing. So then at least
yeah.
I know it's coming up. So I'm not like, oh wait, it's the All Star Game, and I'm already out doing something else.
Because they already do those pre-packaged commercial things. Like just take
Hmm.
the same commercial you have, make it a vertical video, and go crazy. You have the production staff. You guys
Hmm.
could get it fucking done. Like you just have to devote yourself to doing it, man.
Yeah.
Um, Man, do you have anything else like you want to get into?
No, that's pretty much it. Because all I say is that, hey, NBA, get your advertisement right. Have your freaking this is the All Star game should be the kickoff of your season for the final stretch. Get that shit right to advertise it, showcase the talent, make it matter. Get me excited for the finals. That's your job.
Yep, he's right. That is your job, man. So this has been episode 197, No Star Weekend. All right, there were no stars available, and we up
I
out of
rank that
here.
game 0 stars too.
Damn.